Okay, we got a cool object to show you. This is the first lunar object we've caught since we filmed the hologram, and it has been months. I included this clip to show you kind of what we're up against. It was clear as a bell when we set up, and then the chemtrail planes started coming, and it's almost impossible to focus and to keep your lens clean. And you will see why I'm showing you this when you see the object I filmed, which is coming up right here. Look to the upper middle of the screen, and you'll notice that this triangular object has a fuzzy edge. This is almost entirely due to the amount of junk in the air sprayed by the chem planes and the junk on the end of my telescope lens, which is very difficult to keep clean under these conditions. You'll notice when this triangle comes in, it's point down, and then the point veers off to the right and looks like it tips away from us as it goes. I measured it as I was doing the edit, and it does arc to the right. Even though it's not the sharpest image, it gives you a sense that it's floating in space. I wasn't sure whether it was near or far, but after analyzing, I'm pretty sure this object's in space. Here comes another view. We're at 50% speed, zoomed in 325%, and I jacked the contrast way up to try to compensate for the edge. Now, as it gets down to the bottom of the run, it starts to look almost rectangularish. You can see that it's, this is full speed. You can see that it's tilting away from us. Alright, now I'm going to show you Sirius, which I think is an important star to know where it's at for a few reasons. This star, this is me focusing, by the way, just to show you the spectrum coming off it. It's kind of a cool thing to see. It's 8.6 light years away from us, and I believe that it's binary system with our sun. I know a lot of people don't, but I believe it is for various reasons. This is an important star through history. It's where we get the dog days of the summer. This star marked when the Nile was going to flood for the Egyptians, and it was used navigation for the Polynesians and other people. It's part of Canis Major, which is the greater dog, and here I'm going to show you how to find it. If you're in the northern hemisphere at about 7 o'clock, 7:30, there's east, there's south. You look at the horizon, and Sirius, the brightest thing in the sky, or the brightest star you see, will be coming up. Here's the outline of the constellation. You can kind of see why it gets its dog moniker, and there's the actual image that associates with it. Now, right now, it's below Orion in the sky, and actually this is Orion's hunting dog. There's Orion there, and you'll notice the moon is off his club, which is where we filmed it the other night. Now, just to the left of this is Jupiter. Now, Jupiter is at opposition right now, which basically means that the Earth is between it and the Sun, and right now it's as close to the Earth as it's going to be, I think, until 2020. Cool thing about this is that you can see the moons with your naked eyes if you have decent vision, and if you have binoculars, you can certainly see all 4 of the visible moons. Now, here's an image or a video I shot of Jupiter the other night when it was clear. If you look very close above and below the planetary disk, you can see a couple of the moons. They're very, very faint here. They're difficult to get unless you stack images. Jupiter at opposition is kind of a big deal because when I first started doing astronomy, if I had binoculars, I couldn't see the moons. I had to have a telescope to see them, and right now it's so close. With your eyes you can see some of the moons if you've got good vision, and with binoculars you can absolutely see them, and there it is.